Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment where we love pop culture. Today, it's time for another comic book review. Now, when we left off with issue number 2 of Harley Quinn, Hugo Strange had really hit his breaking point because he's not been able to bring in Harley Quinn. So he's gonna send out one of his main men, Lockwood, to bring her back. Now, will Lockwood have success or will Harley Quinn just make him look like another clown? Plus, one of my favorite DC characters is also going to make an appearance here in this issue. All right, guys, let's get on with my comic book review for Harley Quinn, issue number 3. Victor Strange is proceeding on with his experiments, much to the suggestion of one of his doctors who tells Victor that if adjustments aren't made, his patient won't make it. Now, needless to say, Hugo Strange could care less about these patients. He's only really concerned about when modifications can be made to these doses and how to get more baddies for his experiments. Now, in the meantime, it'll be time for Lockwood to give his orders to go out and seek Miss Quinn. As for Harley, she's going to lead up an emotional support group for those who used to serve under the Joker. Now, while at first the turnout seems to be bleak, Kevin will try to keep Harley's hopes up high by telling her that the people who plan to attend this meeting are probably just running a bit fashionably late. Now, it appears that Harley's posting of flyers, online posts, and jelly-filled donuts have done their job and brought people to their meeting. Now, I can only imagine that in a group of strangers, it would be hard for some to come clean, but one man will finally step up. But he'll give a response that Harley wasn't quite expecting, that maybe Hugo Strange is right and that clowns don't deserve a normal life. And there's going to be one man who will strongly agree that he believes clowns should be locked up for good, and that will be none other than Lockwood, who has infiltrated the meeting. And unfortunately for Harley, Lockwood didn't come to this meeting alone, as he's brought a bunch of his cronies with him to make sure that Harley and her supporters are locked up in a padded cell where he believes they belong. And while Lockwood's men have brought a few foreign objects to the party, that won't stop Harley from at least putting up a fight. But this time, Lockwood's men and their sneak tactics will get the advantage. Now, over the next several panels, Harley will go beast mode, but that won't stop Lockwood's men from driving off with Kevin. Now, throughout this issue, there's been some pretty funny and witty dialogue, with this being my favorite, as Harley says, "Never get into a van with strangers," which will have Kevin replying, "These guys didn't even have candy." Harley will continue in being aggressive in stopping Lockwood's men, but in the end, it will just lead to a crash and Harley having to retreat down into the sewers without her friends. Now, while down here, there's some interesting monologue that Harley has on the meaning of smiles, as she allusions some of Gotham's finest, from Poison Ivy to Batman to Hugo Strange, Kevin, and even the Joker. But the one person in this picture who is not an illusion will be Solomon Grundy. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give issue number 3 of Harley Quinn an 8 out of 10. Writer Stephanie Phillips continues to bring so much fun and life to the character Harley Quinn, and also has so many funny lines that kept me laughing throughout. Now, as we go into issue number 4, the important question is, will Solomon Grundy be a friend or just another big obstacle in her way? All right, guys, well, that's going to wrap up my comic book review for Harley Quinn, issue number 3. Now, I'm definitely excited to see what happens between Harley and Solomon Grundy when issue 4 releases on June 22nd. All right, guys, if you like comic book reviews like this and all things pop culture, make sure you stay tuned in here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.